Hello. Let's get going with how I'm going to show you how we can drop your cost per lead if you're running Facebook ads for your clinic and increase your lifetime value. So get more people into more care more often. Good results, right? Let's go. I'll show you how we're going to do that today. If you don't know about me, my name's Elliot and I'm a former marketing manager in several successful multi-million-dollar clinics. And now I help clinics literally right across the world fill their books in 30 days without using a marketing agency. So you've got the power in your practice in here. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through the steps that we take our clients through to build out their full funnel campaign in Facebook ads. So they're going to get better results, drop their cost per lead, which just means they can help more people in your local area for more often, which would be pretty cool. Because the main issue which I see is when people start running Facebook ads, and this is clinic owners running Facebook ads, there's a couple of things that happen. Either they get an agency and lose control, like they don't know what's going on, and then there's some issues which we're going to get onto with that. But the other one is that if you are running Facebook ads, then what I generally see is that your ads manager is a mess. You've got campaigns for every single new ad essentially that you launch. So it could be a new week over the weekend, you've shot some new ads and you've created this content. So you go out and create a new campaign because it seems logical. And sure, it may do, but we are losing everything that Facebook is trying to build to help you out. You are just getting rid of it. Whereas we need to use Facebook, especially now, to help us with running these ads. And this is what, by building this today, this is what you should be able to use. Because you don't need to create a new campaign for every new creative that you create. Or even you may think, oh, but it's a different time of year. I'm going to switch off my summer ads and I'm going to go into my fall ads or into your winter ads or vice versa. And therefore I need to create a new campaign. Why? This is what I say to people, because what are you doing? You're just prospecting for more clients. So whatever changes about that? Nothing. So we don't need to change anything about the ad. Let me just show you Dakota's results by doing this. So with the new full funnel campaigns, he's in the US. His cost per lead dropped from $25 down to $18, but his average care plan has jumped from $1,900 to $4,000. More people are paying in full. Pretty cool results. And this is the type of thing by doing this, because we're going to hit people at different stages of awareness, being people who may not know anything about you or your services or even your profession. Like if you're a chiropractor, if you're a physio, if you're osteo, like it doesn't matter. People may not know. And this is what this full funnel can actually do to help you and increase your lifetime value while decreasing the cost per lead, which in turn just means more people will be able to come in and see you and more people will stick around for long. Pretty cool. But even a lot of agencies don't do this as well. Or maybe an agency, if you've worked for them previously, they've set up a top of funnel campaign and maybe a middle and maybe a bottom funnel campaign, or set up two from that, which is great. But Facebook's changed a lot in the last 12 months, let alone in the last 4 weeks. So therefore, we're going to make changes based upon what they are doing. Because Mark Zuckerberg right now, has time recording this, he's what, third richest guy in the world. Facebook are doing something right. Like people are advertising because they are getting good results on the platform, and they are investing billions with a B into their AI. Like they're trying to build this super team. So he's invested 14 billion into Scale AI, which was actually set up by a 28-year-old. So he's doing whatever he can to get whoever he can in. And even you may have seen this in the news, he's doing things like poaching Apple's top engineers, and he's doing this across the board from a lot of different places with crazy packages, like a $200 million package. We're talking elite athlete type packages to try and build this super team of AI engineers to be able to win this race and to be able to help you as an advertiser as well, creating better ads to be able to increase and grow your business. So with all of that on Facebook, we want to be using that to our advantage and use Facebook. And this is why, by creating a new campaign every single time you create a new ad, we're not using it. Like the whole point of this is that you're getting the learnings from what you've previously done in running an ad. Whereas if you create a new campaign each time, you're just pushing it back into learning. It doesn't make sense. It would be like myself. If I hurt my back and I came and saw a physio or physical therapist, they started a treatment plan with me. They were like, cool, it's going to be 6 weeks. This is what we're going to do. And then I start getting a week into it. I've done 2 sessions and then I'm like, cool, I'm going to go and see a chiro. And then same thing. They're like, great, we're going to do 12 weeks of sessions. It's going to need this. We start getting 2 in. And then I go and see an osteo. it doesn't make sense. Like, you need to use the learnings, so you're building up upon what you've already done to be able to increase and keep learning, keep getting better results. And that's what we're trying to do with Facebook ads. But creating that new campaign each time does not allow you to do that. And this is what we're going to change, and you can get really great results by doing this setup. So all we're trying to do is to target different stages of awareness from your customers. So a lot of people, they start saying like, oh, Google ads, the Google customers are the best, because they're just lower in this awareness levels, being that they have gone on to Google and they are searching for back pain near me, or chiropractor near me, or osteo near me, or sciatica, sudden pain, how to fix it, things like that. And then one of your ads will come up because they are actively searching. But to grow your business beyond that, rather than just waiting for someone to keep searching, we need to start targeting bigger audiences, being people who are unaware or problem aware in this level, which is people who doesn't know that they really have a problem, and also doesn't know anything about your business. Being, let's say, people who maybe think that it's quite normal to go to work all day and have headaches and migraines every single day. Or maybe people know that they do get headaches and migraines, and that they are aware that is a problem, but they've no idea that going to see a physio could help. They just think drinking more water and wearing some glasses is the solution to it. And this is then when we start going into probably what you're already used to. And all we're going to try and do today is build out a full funnel. So we're going to get different stages of this all in one campaign. So I already showed you Dakota's results by doing this, that he's gone from a 1900 care plan to 4,000 just by implementing this full funnel. And the reason for that is just we're targeting people at different stages of the awareness. We're helping out along their customer buying process, so people are going to be more warmed up through the way in which these ads are delivered to them. And Emmanuel as well, he's in Canada. His cost per lead is down to just $4.23. And as he says, you've made me so busy, I'm stressed out just from this full funnel campaign, just in 2 days. If you want my help actually building all of this out, then what you can do is come over and join our group. This is where I take clinic owners through running their own ads. So you've got the power in your practice, and show you how you can fill your books in 30 days. It's what most of our clients do, is to fill their book in 30 days without using an agency. And we've got getting on for 140 clinics right now, just using this system. Some clinics have got 15 clinics within their books, and some clinics it's just a solo practitioner. It's a complete mix. This system just flat works. So if you want to find out more, all you got to do, click the link below this video, and you can book a time to speak with me personally, and I'll show you how we can set this up in your clinic too. So the whole aim of this full funnel is we're going to build this all in one campaign, rather than splitting it out to different levels or different levels of awareness, or a top of funnel versus a middle bottom of funnel campaign. The point of this is then, as I showed you in that image, we're helping people along in their awareness journey. So people who have no idea really about you or the issue that they're facing, to people knowing that they've got a problem, really unaware that your solution exists, or know that maybe a solution does exist for them about the problem that they're dealing with. So then right at the very bottom, where people know about you, they know about the problem, and then we're just trying to help people overcome any objections that they may have before coming into you, which could just be simple things such as, what time do you open? Or where is your nearest car park? You know the type of questions when you speak to these people on the phone, and that's what we're going to just answer in that campaign. So let's get building. So here we are in my test account for these ads. What I'm going to do is we're going to go into full funnel, and we're going to go leads on here. So I'm going to show you real basic setup for this. First of all, we're going to do manual lead setup, and then in here, I just like to keep this really simple. Naming conventions, so we're just going to put full funnel, really simple. What we want to do as well, we're just going to leave this on ad set budget. We don't need CBO or campaign budget for this just yet. To be honest, it doesn't really make a difference because we are doing full funnel, but I'm going to show you just this one first of all. Again, really, really simple setup that you can start doing this straight away. Again, in here, let's just put full funnel, and I've got my Facebook page in here. And then we're just going to do maximize number of leads. Again, really, really simple setup in here. We're going to leave all of this the same. You can choose your budget. So if you've been previously running a budget on, let's say $20, £20 a day, then you can leave it on that, or we can actually increase, because maybe you've been doing £20 a day on, or $20 a day on the top of funnel, and maybe $10 on the bottom of funnel. Well, we're just going to combine it together. So now you can put that 30 or more into this one funnel, or this one ad campaign. But again, this is all about testing. So test it on a lower budget first off before we start increasing. And a big caveat to this is if your current setup is already working, just leave it alone. If you've got top of funnel and middle, bottom of funnel already split out and it's working, it's getting you great results, don't touch it. Maybe run this one as a test one next to it if you want. So by combining it all together, then this will make it much easier for actually creating a simple way for you to actually spend on Facebook. So I'm going to put this one up actually at 40 per day. I'm going to take the example that I was previously running a top of funnel campaign at 30 a day and a bottom funnel at 10 a day. So I'm just going to leave all of this same as usual. Then I'm going to target my area. So again, typical target area that you're going for. I live obviously in the UK, so I'm going to go for my local town, which is Winchester. So I'm going to find my town. Here's my city. So let's just use this as an example. I'm going to go down to a 10-mile radius instead. Really simple. Okay, huge audience size. That's pretty good. I'm not going to make too many changes in here because I would actually change the targeting. But this video is not about targeting. It's about setting up this full funnel campaign. There we go. And I don't want that ticked. As you can see, sneaky Facebook at the moment. It ticks loads of different things, but we don't want people who are more likely to respond who are going to be, for example, in Salisbury for me or in Borden because they're just not going to travel. So that's how we're just going to leave it like this. Leave all of this on. We're going to leave the placements on as well. And we're just going to go next. Okay. In here, then I'm going to leave the name in until we actually put in an ad creative into here. I want to untick that. And then first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to do this for setting up the creative. So the way in which we generally set this up is we're going to do top of funnel first. So these are your general prospecting ones, being we're talking to people who are really unaware of you or your product, and we're trying to help them in that process. So with this, then it's real top of funnel. So you can ask them questions. It's going to be more direct response ads where we're just getting them to click a link to come through. So for this then, to show you the setup, I'm going to name this one top of funnel. Okay. Now with Facebook recently, it's changed how the whole setup is. So you can actually, they recommend running 20 different ads in this one ad set and one campaign, even on whatever budget you've got, because it will split it out and it'll find the winners for you. So what I would do from this is I'm going to set up the funnel. So I'm going to make sure I've got my formal set up properly in here. Again, I'm not going to go into that just yet. I'm going to just focus on the setup of the funnel in this. So we're going to set up the form in here. And then you're going to make sure you've got creative set up, and then we can set up your video and your primary text and stuff all in here as well. So let's do a real quick setup in here. So let's just say I'm going to put in an image ad just for the time being, just so it's really simple and really quick with this. Yeah, let's just go through here. I'm just going to leave that for the time being, skip and continue. And I want to make sure all of these really are turned off. Don't want any of these. The only one which I really leave on is relevant comments. Okay, so there we go. We got this ad ready to go. Obviously, I just need to put text in there and things like that as well. And then in here, what I just do is go duplicate. So the general setup of this, what I like to do is we like a 70-20-10 setup, okay? And we can split this in many different levels as well, but 70% of the ads are going to be more top of funnel, prospecting. Then we can do like 20%, which are going to be middle, and 10% bottom of funnel. So that's how we can set this up, and we can split this 70-20-10 as well further once we know the winners as well. So let's say we're, for example, going to be running 20 ads. We're going to use the full amount that we've got, even on these smaller budgets. Okay, so we're going to be running 70% of our ads on top of funnel. So I'm going to come into here and I'm going to put 14, which is 70% of my 20. Actually, we're going to put 13 because we've already got the one. So now I've got a 14 top of funnel. Okay, that's all set up. So they're ready to go. And then you just need to change the image and bits like that in each of those. And now, then what I'd do is we're just going to create a bottom of funnel one. So now I'm going to come into here, duplicate, but I'm just going to name this one bottom of funnel. And then with this one, because we're just going to be doing 10%, so on this, we're looking ready for 2. So I'd just do a quick duplicate. We only want 1. So now we've got 2 bottom of funnels. Now I'm going to do another duplicate of this one, but I'm going to rename this one for our middle of funnel ones. So again, we're always thinking of these awareness stages in here. So with these middle of funnel ones, let's find where it's gone. Here we go. There we go. So we've got 14 that we've already used, plus then 2, so we've got 4 left. So I'm just going to put this up to 3. Because this is the one middle of funnel one that we've already got as well. Hit duplicate, there we go. And now we have our different stages of awareness ads ready to go. So we've got 4 middle of funnel ones, 14 top of funnel, and then 2 bottom of funnel. And these can mix. So this isn't a hard set rule, but you can mix these up. So for example, you may want more bottom of funnel, you may want more middle of funnel. But again, this is not a hard set rule doing 70-20-10. It's just for showing you in here. So with the top of funnel ones, then again, these are your standard prospecting ones, which we're going to be putting in. And then bottom of funnel ones are just helping people, giving them that extra nudge to come in, which could just be overcoming objections people typically have, which may be, what time are you open? And that's just how you can run these ads as well. So this is a real simple setup that you can start using and you'll be able to get more people in. By doing this, you've already seen the results that you can get. It's a simple process. It's then just about getting the creative, which goes way beyond, I don't want to make this video too long, goes beyond what I can actually show you into here. But this is how you can get these great results in your clinic without using an agency. If you want my help doing that, all you got to do is click the link below this video and I'll show you how we set this up. It's how we're helping almost 140 clinic owners literally across the world right now fill their books in 30 days by using a system like this. I look forward to speaking with you then or in the next video.